Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Dracula's Legacy. So let's continue playing. I'm having alright time with it, although I feel like I'm breezing through this. Let's see. There's something in the hollow tree trunk, but the tree branches are keeping me from getting it. Do I have anything to cut that? Yes, I do. The axe seems to be our go-to item for cutting things, although we've lost our knife because we got it stuck in a booby trap. We traded our knife, I suppose, for the axe. The tar seems to have leaked out from here. Maybe I can get some fresh tar by hacking into the tree trunks. Interesting. Why am I looking for tar? I have no idea. Let's see. Axe. This pit. See, that's a booby trap. A very deep pit. Alright. And we can walk this way. So we're out of the dungeon into a different area, which is nice. Nice for a change of pace. An old half-decayed cart, but if I attach the wheel to this cart, I'll be able to use it like a normal vehicle. Yeah, like a normal cart, for whatever use you have for that. The hay is very dry, obviously it's been here for a long time. So I'm trying to avoid just clicking here and seeing what to click on, because that's about the only thing that's going to stop me from breezing through this game.
Congratulations, my child. All you need to do is get over this high wall. You can see a town behind it, and that's where you'll find your fiancé. He's still alive, safe and sound even, but time is running short.
Of course. I'll do all I can to rescue my Matt as soon as possible. We came here for me. It's all my fault we were even here in the first place. But tell me, please, where in the town should I look for him? And who can I ask to help me?
The town is almost empty of people. The few human beings still here have become the loyal slaves of those monsters. Their minds clouded and controlled by the evil creatures. Trust no one, and good luck. May you succeed.
Again, we're talking to a ghost with no real reaction to that. Part of a wooden box. Seems to be a town over there. I must get there as quickly as possible and call the police. Well, I'm not gonna Looney Tune myself into the cannon and shoot myself. But I am gonna shoot this to collapse the wall. Is there anything else that you can interact with? Doesn't seem like it. Let's go over here. Here's a backpack and a skull. Need a lock. Why would you need a lock to... You could tear this backpack open. The lock that looks like a square peg in a round hole on a modern backpack. Very video gamer-y there. We'll take the spade. We'll take the glasses. We'll take the key. We'll take the wheel. Is there anything else? Nope. This game's too easy. Alright, finally we get another hidden object game. Alright, so here's a butterfly that I think we can move things around here to probably rather quickly find the solution. There we go. Butterfly magically turned into an actual butterfly. We're looking for a rose Is this a rose? No real benefit. Here's a rose. No real punishment for clicking. Here, let's see if I click a lot. That was the one thing I liked about, one of the few things I liked about Mirror Mysteries, is that if you started clicking like crazy, the screen would break like a mirror and you would have to hold back and look some more. But the scale on these hidden objects is so much better than most hidden object games. You're right in there. You're looking at things that are much bigger. It's not just that there's a tiny cherry that's 4 pixels wide and it's partially obscured by something else. It's actually seeable. Now, what's weird about this is there's 10 things to collect, but I only see 4 of them. So 6 more, I can't even know what to click on, which I guess stops me again from randomly clicking on things, because if I randomly click on things here and it's not the right thing, then it won't allow me to pick it up, I don't think. So here's a small heart pendant. Well, the needle and thread was right there too. That's a little bit of a mistake to have 2 things right next to each other. We're looking for a snail. There's a snail. There's a frog. Here's a berry. Here's a key. Here's the spoon. And now we're just looking for the flashlight to turn it on. Here's the flashlight. The question is, how do we put a battery in the flashlight? Here's a battery. And from doing all of that, all we get is the needle and thread. And I believe there's nothing left in this area. Just so quickly breezing right through all of these. I often have to wonder if this art is made by the same person who makes these games, or if it's just that somebody makes these scenes and sells them, and then 3 or 4 other people make hidden object games around that. Let's see, I have glasses, I have a spade. What can I click on over here? But I can go all the way back. So, gunpowder. So we need the needle and thread to sew that up to get the gunpowder. And let's see. We have this cube. I don't know if there's any reason to go any further backwards, though. I don't think there is. We still have the axe. So do I use this with this? Tar seems to leak out from here. Maybe I can get some by hacking the tree trunk. Hack the tree trunk. Spade the tree trunk. Let's see, we have this cart. And I think they've literally put the cart before the horse here. Well, no, it's not literally, but because I don't know what to do with the cart. We'll put that gunpowder in there. But short of having something to start a fire with, I don't know. Need to put a cannonball in there. Let's try the spade on this. Ah, now we're making progress. That's our first instance there of anything actually being a challenge. Just remembering this goes there. And then we are playing a game of pipes, which surprisingly not enough pipe games in Steam. I tried to find one that seemed like it would be worth playing and couldn't really do it. I ended up playing something somewhat similar, but not quite. I guess at the end of the day, these puzzles aren't super difficult and never will be. As long as you can spin, you can succeed. And we'll take the cannonball, the mask, and the rope ladder. Cannonball's too heavy, I can't move it to the cannon. Well then I guess use the cart on it. See, that seems weird. Cannonball with the cannon. Now I need to light the fuse with my torch. Glasses, axe, and rope ladder. So the rope ladder is the pit. So we're going back into the pit. That seems silly. It's a different pit than the one we were in before. This one's full of spikes. Here's a torch. And that's all I needed. We still have these glasses. We need to find fire, though. And have we seen fire? I saw matches in the hidden object game, but I don't think that counts. There's nothing. Sunlight, maybe? Maybe I use this with this? Oh, this hay will start on fire. With the glasses? So now we've got a nice fire effect. Looks pretty good for a hidden object game, considering I have to put tar on the torch. Now the tar they were talking about suddenly makes sense. Tar leaked out from here. Maybe I can get some fresh tar by hacking into the tree trunk. Tree trunk. There you go, had to click in the right place, I guess. And that's the last use of our axe. And now our torch is covered with tar, tree sap. Would that really burn? In any way? I don't particularly believe that's how you would make a torch. And I'm gonna stand right in front of this thing and light it on fire like a fool. And see, that animation in particular feels like it could have been from any game that had a cannon. This feels almost like a demo reel of an animator putting it in a video game form. I would have to feel a little sympathetic, though, to people that want to do animation video games.
My whole life, almost, is covered by this pitch dark fog. I can barely even remember my real name. My first clear memories are connected to that cold evening in the park when I saw Matt for the first time. He came up to me and introduced himself. He wanted to know my name and why I was sitting on the bench all alone. Good questions. If only I could have answered them. Matt wanted to walk me home, but I had no home. My mind had nothing where memories would live. Nothing but that awful, thick fog. For many years, Matt tried his best to help me remember my past. But in vain. When I looked hard into the fog, I still could only see smudged outlines of figures that terrified me. Images that left me no peace during the night or the day. I would often wake up in the middle of the night crying, calling out for help. And I kept having this odd, recurring dream about a weird town, where I walked and walked along the streets for a long time, as if I were looking for something. But I never found it. One day, Matt suggested that we take a trip to find that weird town from my dreams. He thought we'd find the answers there to all those questions that had tormented my soul for as long as I could remember, and I eagerly agreed.
That's weird. So, yeah, like, I imagine if you were going to be a 3D animator for video games, if that's your desire and dream, which probably you shouldn't do because you could probably use those same skills a lot better. I imagine if you go to a video game school, they're going to make you make a video game as a project. Probably at least once on your own and several times as groups. And I could totally see an animator doing something like that. Something like this game as a project where it's like, I have to make a video game of this, I have to get it on Steam because I want to sell trading cards or give achievements. A lot of games these days on Steam are just about the trading cards. You can make more money selling a 50-cent hidden object game because the trading cards get bought by people for more than 50 cents. How many different things do I have to click on? The wind's blowing in that direction. If I go there, without putting out the pine tree, I might get trapped by the fire. Take a piece of wood. Pitchfork with a broken handle is quite useless in this condition. So I have no objects right now. I guess I'm supposed to just chase after this guy. And if you meet somebody who has no memory, you should take him to a hospital immediately. Hopefully Matt did do that and she just didn't bother to tell that part of the story. It feels like we're halfway through the game though. That was our halfway point, telling us a little bit of backstory, but most hidden object games, the stories are awful anyways. So we're finding a clock again. He's not being very the game's not being very imaginative here. There's plenty of other things we could be looking for. Finding a clock twice seems a little ridiculous. This with this, a glass of wine, and then we're looking for a pretzel and a bowl. I see some broken china, but I don't know. I guess you put the piece of the plate right here, and then that will all connect. There we go. Just magically goes back together. Now a fork, a Egyptian portrait. What's an Egyptian portrait? Do you mean like this on the cup? I guess that's what they mean. Baseball. And see, with 5 more objects to find, this scene is going to be quite empty by the time we're done. They don't mean bowl. They wouldn't misspell it that badly, I would think. Razor. Straight razor there. Scissors. Mushroom. Where are you, mushroom? I see a sun here. Apparently that was the bull. That looked like a squirrel to me. This is a dream catcher. Is this a mushroom? Nope, nope, nope. Here's a mushroom way back there in the background. I was wondering if they were going to do something like that. And photos of the sun. How can we take a photo of the sun? Oh, that sun. Right there. Let me get the straight razor. I suppose it's probably not a good idea to... Very good broom. Bristles are firmly attached. We'll use the razor on it. And then we'll take the stick part. And we'll search this. It's locked. I need a key. Everything's locked. The reservoir is too high from the ground. Can't reach it. What happens here? So don't trust anyone. I think that probably includes don't follow anyone. Hay fork. Can the hay fork put the fire out? No. Can the hay fork open that? Nope. And can the hay fork take that? Nope. It is trying somewhat here to have me go around in different directions. Trying to make the game a little bit longer, but it's all just tumbling down as this super easy thing. Here this is chained. This door's chained. This is like a funeral. And then there's a town wall. There's a plank. Anything else to click on?
Good day. Forgive me for distracting you from your work, but I need your help badly. Could you answer a couple of my questions?
Is there a sign that says information above the door to my shop? I sell coffins. I don't give information to foreign young women. If you still don't need a coffin, get out of here while you're still in one piece.
So we'll go ahead and use the straight razor on this and steal his rope. I suppose you could probably make a little bit of a killing selling coffins in a vampire infected area. Would also explain why there was different styles of coffins with those vampires. Here's a post office. Interesting, locked. Let's see. The window's too dirty, I can't see what's inside. But if I'm not mistaken, I heard steps somewhere in the house. Do I have anything to clean the window? Nope. Nailed down window. There's a dead guy just in the middle of the car. Turn the key on. Stick the accelerator. Really? I'm not going to put the plank on the accelerator? Well, the key's right there. So, razor that. Overusing knives in this game a lot. We've had three different knives. And 3 different and we've used them each at least twice now. I need the key to turn it on, and it says it's apparently that's not the right one. Maybe I can use this to open the trunk. Yeah, a different set of keys. Take a sponge and crowbar, and there must be something else. This with maybe the string. Gas tank seems empty. Alright, so we're gonna have to put gas in it. So it's a little bit more complicated of a puzzle. Let's see. Just double check I clicked on everything. Do I have anything that will open this? I guess the crowbar might. I need to remove the chain to open the door. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Well, if that's not what the crowbar is for, I'm not certain what is. Can I use the sponge with this? As far as too high, it's going to be hard to reach. Plank. And now sponge. Based on the smell of some kind of fuel in that reservoir. Yeah. I guess I need something better than a sponge. Would be quite silly to walk around with just a sponge soaked in fuel. There we go. Crowbar. Pry that open. Gross. Quite unusual. Water stinking with a fish a little bit. Oh. Nope. Click on the wrong thing. Come down here. Take the sponge. Stick it in there. Now I have a wet sponge. And I wouldn't drink it even if I was thirsty. Do we cut the fish open? Do we crowbar the fish? Do we string it? I guess we don't do anything with that. Let's try wet sponge with the fire. Wet sponge with this. Crowbar with this. Keys with this. This with that. So how far back can I go? I guess I can't go any further back than this. This is the start of the next scene. Maybe I use this hay fork. There we go. Now I've got a hook, and that puts the fishing line and the hook together. So, alright. So now this with that. And that gets the letterbox key. And looking at the menu here, doesn't seem like this game has any intention to ever have you have more than 6 items or so. Looks like they could, just because of the way the engine is, but doesn't seem like it It could be that we are actually really far away from the end and that it's a lot longer than I think, but I just don't believe it. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.